So if you remember the 18th game with I'm a Cutie Pie on Twitch, I think I played the lane wrong versus Karma and Jhin, who just have a lot better like poke and like just aggressive laning than us. Um, so this game was with Janna Vayne versus Jhin Karma, which is pretty similar to this matchup. And so what the problem I think in the Janna Twitch game was sort of I would use shield instead of to like react to their abilities, just like waste it. And then in the window when Twitch had a shield and uh, he couldn't really do much. But in the windows when Twitch didn't have a shield, they could sort of poke him out of lane. So the proper approach would just be to like trade reactively, just wait until they use like force shots or grenades or karma Qs or whatever, and then just react to that with your shield. And um, I think I had the right approach this game. I mean, I didn't play the lane very cleanly, so it didn't end up going that well. But and in terms of CS, it wasn't that good, but I think it was the right approach to the lane. So instead of just wasting shield, the we should just save it for like Jhin force shots or grenades or karma Qs or like those major abilities. And so far, so far so good. Where this is the right approach, except the CSing is bad. I wasn't sure how much damage Vayne would do to the minions. I don't think Vayne was sure either. He's like a jungle main or something. He was really good at, like, for a jungle main, he had a pretty good Vayne game though. But stuff like that, yeah, we should just be, like, it's on them to win the lane versus us. Like, if we get to level 6 without losing the lane, that's pretty good for us. So, like, that shield, for example, is good where I just want to say, okay, he used his four shot, shield it. Um, but like that, for example, I had the right idea, I think, to just try and shield the fourth shot. It just wasn't very clean. Like I just freaked out, and when the Jhin was like running towards Vayne and like thought he would fourth shot, then he didn't. But ideally, you can wait till the projectile is like actually in the air if you have low enough ping and fast enough reactions, and that way you don't get baited when they run towards your AD carry. But yeah, and then this trade, I feel like that trade was a bit too aggressive by us. Where I mean, it was sort of good to like extend the trade at first and proc the silver bolts or whatever, but we don't want to take trades that are just like too extended because we will lose them. I think they do just have more damage at this point, just in the laning phase. And so now we are in a pretty bad spot. Um, but I also their Vicam bot, but I don't. I mean, the vibe being there didn't really change much because we would have been like, we would have lost this lane with or without Vi. So the only threat. Oh, that shield was terrible. Like Vi could threaten to dive us, but that's about it. But that shield was really bad. So again, right idea to shield the fourth shot, but bad execution, and as a result, Vayne gets chunked, and I almost die. We burn heal, all that stuff, and get zoned. So there were like two fourth shots there that I didn't shield properly, and then one that I like wasted the shield when he didn't use it. So like, I think it was definitely the right approach, to say, okay, we can survive this lane if we just uh, sort of take it slow and trade reactively and um, just try and hold on versus their aggression. But I just didn't execute it very cleanly. But fortunately, the Gragas came, and that skirmish sort of reset the lane. So, like, if there were no junglers in this game, we would have just like gotten poked out of lane there, and had to recall. But fortunately, the Gragas sort of reset the lane in that he chunked the enemy bot lane a lot. Um, Also, the Jhin used Flash and Heal, I think, or at least Flash. So when he went up here, I tried to go up and like threaten him, and we got into a fight. Here it is. Oh, here it is. Yeah, and I body blocked the Karma Mantra Q, and Vayne managed to kill the Jhin. But then here, um, I'm pretty sure I could have skilled up E for another point in shield, and I had Q up at the last moment. So I could have maybe like reset Karma's auto attack or something, and if I'd done that, Vayne probably could have lived. So I didn't get my ability off in time, which is unfortunate. And there's another bad trade. Yeah. Um, Not using shield in time to block the fourth shot, and then I guess he thought I would dodge to the side, um, but I nearly died there. And if I had gotten hit by more skill shots, I mean, yeah, so that was definitely not a good spot to be in, but it did sort of work out. What we need is for me to hit level 6 because, I mean, at this point, it's not a huge heal, but my ult still heals for a fair amount. And, like, I mean, Karma and Jhin don't really have like combat ults. Like Karma just pokes a bit stronger, and Jhin has like a out of combat like snipe you ult. So if we get like an all in at level 6, we would win as long as Vayne can stick to Jhin and doesn't get like bursted. But so I just use ult for the heal there, and that I think that was fine. We get their heal, but then I use flash and exhaust, which didn't get us anything. So I don't think that was good. I probably should not have done that because I mean we do want to go for an all in, but clearly we're not in a good enough spot to force it that hard. And then Aurelia wanted to teleport bot, so I wanted to get a ward like a deep ward for her to teleport to. But the Riven ended up just walking bot and diving us. So Aurelia just teleported to the tower. Vayne played it really nicely, actually, now that I look at it again. And they used a lot of damage to try and kill me, so yeah, we turned it around. And then later, um, I wasn't sure. Maybe I could have delayed the karma more and saved the Vayne here. I was just worried about dying myself, and I thought Vayne was fine because she had like condemn up, but I guess she didn't. I don't know. So, instead of staying in lane and like trying to soak up experience, I decided to go roam top because they were fighting top. I don't know if this was the right choice or not, because they were winning they win the fight top on their own even without me. So, oh well. But what it does do is their team sees that we have 3 people top and tells their bot lane, okay, go aggressive. But then our junglers bot, and I mean, junglers are stronger than supports, especially at like, you know, 10 minutes in. So they go aggressive bot because I was top, and then Gragas is bot. So that, I mean, I kind of baited them. Definitely was not intentional, but it worked out. So I'm not complaining. And Echo had a nice stun there too. Anyway, here we camped in the bush while Jin walked up, but then I had to shield myself, I think, here. It would have been better if, like, I sort of walked there in front of the Vayne. Like, Vayne was farther to the left than I was. So it would have been better if Vayne had gotten in first so I could just shield the Vayne and, like, stay at a safe distance myself. Here, I interrupted the Vi Q, but then just died anyways. Maybe I should have ulted preemptively to just like get the full heal and then try and respond and run away from the vibe, but it ended up working out decently for us anyway. It was like what 3 for 1 overall, so a pretty good trade. And then after that, the Vayne was taking the tower, and Jhin came to try and stop her, but she still got the tower and had a really nice juke on the last fourth bullet. And um, I got there to turn and with the shield. And after this, they forfeited because they were losing everywhere.